everybody. Today we are going to talk about how to build an organ sound using the synthesizer section. This video will be helpful not just for the VR09 owners, but also to any others that they have different keyboards and they want to build their organ sounds using the synthesizer section. Before we start talking about how to build the organ from the synthesizer, let's understand the drawbars here. They are divided in two categories. The first category is the pure tone drawbars, which are the 16, 8, 4, 2, and the 1 foot bar. And the others are the harmonic ones. The pure tone drawbars are called like this because the distance between each two adjacent drawbars between them is 1 octave. For example, let's hear the 8 foot drawbar here. Sounds like this. Now the 4 drawbar, the other one here, it's the same sound but an octave higher. So to play the same sound of the 8 drawbar by the 4 drawbar one here, I have to play it an octave lower. I have the same sound like this one. And the same concept going for the 16 foot drawbar. It's an octave lower than the 8 foot drawbar here. So to have the same sound, I have to play it higher here. So in this video, we will build the same combination of these 3 drawbars, the 16, 8, and the 4 foot drawbar, which sounds like this. To build an organ sound, we have to choose a sound from the synth section here, and we are going to edit it by the iPad editor. I chose the bright strings sound. Of course, you can choose any other sound. We can see here that any synth sound in the VR09 is composed of 3 oscillators, the yellow ones. So that's exactly what we need to build the sound coming from these 3 drawbars. Before going further, I'm going to remove all the filter effect on it. You can just press at the same time on these 3 orange ones to be able to control all of these oscillators together. And then I'm going here to remove the filter because I don't need it now. And I'm going to remove all the other parameters to put it to the default settings by pressing on each one 3 times. Also the pan, the level, and this one. Now the sound is like this. I'm going to change the waveform for all of these oscillators together by choosing the sine wave. I found it the closest sound to the organ, especially the second variation of it. I'm going to save it here to not lose it. Now, if you remember, we talked that for these drawbars we have the 8 and the 1 octave higher and 1 octave lower. So the first one here, I'm just taking off this one. I'll keep it like the 8. The other one to will be the octave higher, and the third one an octave lower, minus 12. So now it sounds like this. I'm going to save it. Now, comparing to the sound coming from the organ here, going back to my sound, it's very similar. Now, if I want to go further in this, I want to add the other 2 drawbars here to my sound. But since I have just 3 oscillators, I have to do like a trick to overcome it. So what will I do? I'm going to this sound, I'll put it again like a layer above each other. So I have here, let's check this, going to the string one. Now I have the same sound, the organ one that we did, put above each other. But as we talked about the concept, these 2 are an octave higher than the others. So I'll just 1 octave higher. And as we can see, by changing the octaves, I'm having different combinations. I'm putting the other one lower. So it's like endless possibilities of mixing these organ sounds. Also we can have different variations by changing the variation of the sine wave here. I'm changing to the other one. Or let's talk about this idea that for the transistor organ here, we have the sine and the triangular wave. So if we did the same thing here by choosing the triangular wave, we'll have a sound like the transistor organ. Also, you have many possibilities, many variations, as you can see. Besides that, in the editor, you have the number 72. Let's go to it. It's an organ sound already. It's like church organ sound. 172. The positive 8-foot drawbar. Okay.